Hi everyone, so excited to be here with you today. Today I really want to talk to you about why I decided to move all my social media attention from Instagram, Facebook, YouTube and all the other platforms that I'm on to creating a podcast, and what would this mean also for you and what will happen in the future that you may be interested, because it can also help your coaching business to get clients and build an audience that is excited to hear your message and is excited to know more about what you're doing, know more about your offers and become clients in one moment. So this episode is my first episode, so thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. I'm so excited to share this because you know what? A podcast was always in my mind. I always wanted to speak. My idea was to get on stage. I got on stage, I did all these things, but we are busy. We don't always have time to go to different events and meet different people. And the internet has plenty of people for us to listen of our message. And sometimes it's just more comfortable to speak from the coziness of our home, share our message with our audience in this way and build our audience. So this is one of the reasons why I wanted to start a podcast. I was looking at amazing people like Lewis Howes who were doing this podcast, and I always wonder how were they doing a podcast, how were they getting people on a podcast, how they were making their money. And the reality is, for me, was not about, I want to make a podcast to actually become rich or be on social media to become rich. It was more about how can I actually share what is in my heart and what I know that I can actually help people with. I know that is of value for them, and find my platform that I can speak it, I can create an engaged community and deliver amazing value. That's how I came with the conclusion that the podcast is what I want. And a long time I really thought of, I don't want to make a podcast because so many people were saying people need to see you on camera in order to feel connected with you and in order to build a know, like, and trust. The truth is, yes, by seeing the person that you're speaking with, like seeing them on camera, is absolutely helpful because it would help build that know, like, and trust faster. But there is nothing wrong with being on a podcast and speaking what is in your heart. It's much faster than putting a video together. And I can tell you, because I started my YouTube channel, I did a couple of videos there and I had amazing results with it, but it takes plenty of time to put yourself on camera, record the video, edit the video, and there are also the SEO things behind that nobody is speaking about, but there are things that we need to put in place if we want to be searched on YouTube. It takes a lot of time, really, a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy, and at the end you're actually speaking to a camera. It's not like you have a conversation with your audience. It's more about just seeing yourself on camera and speaking on camera. To be honest, I'm very self-conscious when I see myself on camera. So instead of actually being able to focus on my audience at that moment, I'm way too much focused on how do I look, how do I sound, what is this, what is in my background. All these things are just distractions for me because it makes me to feel like I need to focus on me instead of my audience, and all the focus that basically started from my heart to be here and help my audience is completely ruined because of that. So I also noticed that I can speak a little bit robotic because I don't have my audience in front of me. So it's much harder to be myself in that way compared with just core myself. Because one of the things that I noticed, and I know that is much more comfortable for me, is walking while I'm talking. It's the same on stage when you're walking while you're talking. And if none of you got on stage, that's okay. You don't need to get on stage to actually get your message out there. It doesn't matter which form. Like, I'm talking about podcasting now because this is what excites me right now. This is what was in my mind and in my heart that I want to do for a long time. And I finally decided to do it. So that's why I'm here. But you can use any kind of platform, whatever it's easy for you. Like, I remember when I started my coaching business, I didn't know exactly what kind of platform to use, how to reach my people and reach my audience. So I did what everyone is doing, getting on the normal social media platform like Facebook, Instagram, and so on and so forth. And what I discovered over the years that you can also implement in your own business is to focus on the platform that feels more comfortable for you. If you're not ready to get on videos, just don't get on videos. If you're not ready to create plenty of content for Instagram, and especially with algorithm change, challenge and all the reels that really made the life of people much harder than before, then just don't do that. Like, I can tell you that you can get clients in the next 60 days, 90 days, and some people even in a couple of days, just by being on Facebook. And when I speak about Facebook, it may sound like a platform that people are tired of it because it's an old platform and for so long time and millennials are not there anymore. But the truth is your audience is everywhere. It can be anywhere. But the important is to use the platform that is much comfortable for you. For me, it was more comfortable to create a community on Facebook and be on Facebook groups, have my own Facebook group, but also be on other people's Facebook groups. So for me, that was the main thing that was really, really important the moment I was looking for getting coaching clients. And I didn't have an audience. I didn't have really a personal brand in that moment. And that was the way I actually did it. Like, people were knowing me from different things, but I wasn't known like a personal brand. And it takes time to build a personal brand. It's not easy. It's definitely exciting. It's definitely something that I'm teaching inside of my program. But it's also important to know that if you want to get clients, you can easily use Facebook groups for that. And I have a process to teach you on how to do that in the First Clients program, where you really understand that, you know what, it's not about being spammy, it's not about being pushy, it's not about contacting weird people and random people doing things in that way. It's really about knowing who you're connecting with, knowing that you're talking with the right people, knowing that the message that you're sharing is really the one that they are looking to listen, because there's a lot of noise online and I don't want you to be left behind in that way. So one of the mistakes that I've seen a lot of people doing is just contacting random people and saying, hey, do you want my stuff? I find it really spammy and salesy, and I don't consider that that's the way. We have a strategy that we actually teach our clients inside of my program, the First Clients program, that we're gonna be also released very, very soon. And I'm excited to share that more with you in that moment. But until that moment, I just want you to think about how easy it is. Like, think about just going now on Facebook, finding 10 groups where you can be part of and give value to people that could be potentially your ideal client, that could translate into them becoming a client. But not in a way that you become a sleazy person saying, hey, I'm giving you value so you can give me the money back. No, not like that. If you're not doing it from your heart, if you're not doing it in a way that you want to help people and you have value to share, then don't do it, right? So people are there struggling with their own problems, and by showing up and offering them a solution that will help them move the needle forward, that's something that could potentially become a client of yours. But if you're going there and you're saying, I'm just gonna help you so you can give me the money back, then it will gonna come from a place of, I want to take from you instead of I want to give you and offer you and share more of my knowledge and my expertise. So just be mindful of that when you're doing this. And let me know, all of you who are getting on Facebook groups and just putting there the names of potential Facebook groups that you would want to join, or maybe you're already in those Facebook groups. And if you haven't connected with people, and if you haven't really given value and you just ask questions from others that they can respond to you and help you, think about how you can actually give them value and you can offer them support and you can offer them the value, right? So that's one of the things that I really, really want you to think about when you want to get your first clients and you don't have an audience and you don't know exactly what to do. Like, I know I'm speaking about podcasts because I'm super excited that I created a podcast, but you don't need to go and say, I'm going to create a podcast, because the different stage of business is different. Like, what stage I'm in business and compared where you are in your business, it's different. And I don't want you to put the effort in doing something that it may not be at the level at the moment where you are in your own business, because it may take you more energy and more time trying to figure out all these things when you don't even know who your ideal client is. Maybe you don't know what kind of message you would gonna put out there, what kind of offer you would have for this type of client that you're looking to attract. Because let's be honest, if you don't know exactly what you're doing and who you're helping, creating a podcast will not really help you out with that. But those groups and finding your ideal clients from there, that would be helpful for you. So think about where you are in your own journey and use it in that way. And the moment you're ready to do a podcast, you can do that as well, but later. Don't complicate your life right now for different things that may not be needed. One of the things that I want you to think about is the less you can spread your focus, the better. So if you can have just one platform that you can focus on, that would be wonderful, because your people are anyway on any of these platforms. Because one of the questions that I had the moment I was thinking about how can I pick my platform, considering that I don't know where my audience is, and who knows if my audience is on this platform or that platform, then I do like to change things, and I like to try different things and find different platforms to find out where my audience is. And I can tell you from all the sales that we have made, most of our audience is coming from Facebook. So it's not about the platform. It's not about, oh, I need to be Instagram famous or whatever, but we are still using other platforms for other different reasons, not just to bring clients in. And as I said, this is a strategy we use in the First Clients program and other programs that are a little bit more advanced, like the Client Attraction Mentorship and Influencers Rise Mastermind that we're going to come up this year. Super excited for that, so stay tuned for it. But until that moment, let me know until the next time when we're doing another episode, what have you learned out from this podcast and what have you implemented? I would love to know that, so make sure to send me a DM on Facebook or Instagram and just share with me. I really want to hear your wins, really would like to know who is implementing what I'm sharing here. I would be really, really excited to see you moving the needle forward, because this is information that I'm sharing with you. It's something that I wish I knew, and the hardest thing is when you're in that stage where you actually don't have clients, the hardest part is to know exactly which strategy to pick when there are so many strategies online. And the reality is not all of them are for you at this stage that you are, and I don't want you to make the mistake of going through all those really complicated strategies, creating complicated funnels and creating complicated things that you just don't need at this moment in your business, and you may not need them at all. Let's get you some clients first, and then let's move forward and see what you can actually do next. Tell me if you're taking the action. Just send me a DM. I will personally congratulate you, and you can also share it on your stories, on your Facebook or on Instagram, and just tag me in so I can share it and really spread this message. Because I know that the more people who are gonna see you taking action, the more you're gonna inspire others to take action, and that would be really a snowball effect that will happen. And I'm excited for you to see you moving forward with that, because believe it or not, you're not alone. There are a lot of people that are fooled by different strategies, and I don't want you to be one of them. You can make it complicated as you want, but it's that simple. You just need to go on these Facebook groups, find 10 Facebook groups that you believe your ideal clients are inside, give them value, and see what happens. I'm excited to know what you have done. Share with me on my DM on Facebook or Instagram at Marian Aspru. Share it on story as well and tag me at Marian Aspru so I can reshare it. Thank you so much, and don't forget that we will soon release some amazing trainings for you, and I cannot wait to know exactly what you are most interested in to learn next. And we will take into consideration that we already have some things in our sleeves and already know what we actually want to share with you, but we are always open to know what else you would like to learn and what would you need more from us, so we can support you in your journey to building a coaching business, making an impact, and really transforming this world so you can have financial freedom, be a change in this world, and transform people's lives. So excited for all of you. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.